So, like, a lot of the main big problems with this whole situation is, and my biggest point is going to be, like, why are they making it where you can't sell your used games? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. On top of that, you know, why am I getting penalized from spending upon over $5,000 at least in arcade games alone? Not even to mention like regular games. I'm just talking about arcade and DLC. I've spent over $5,000 at least in that. And you're telling me you can't even transfer arcade games over to the new system when they come out? You can't give us a free pass? Be like, hey, you know what? You've already paid for it. We're not going to try to screw you on this. Here you go. So not only that, what happens when a tornado comes through and I lose power for a month and I can't connect to the internet? But, I mean, what? If I have a generator and it can at least power, like, whatever, the hot water heater and whatever's keeping the food cold, the refrigerator, maybe a TV, possibly an Xbox, if that was the case. But, you know, what if all the internet goes down? Like, that's not fair to the consumer. To be like, oh, your internet went down, you're fucked. You're not going to be able to play. You better find a way to play. You find a way to hook it up and before 24 hours is up, because you're fucked if you don't. You know, I started from PlayStation. I used to be really big into PlayStation until the PlayStation 3 came out. It was overpriced, and they started trying to do some bullshit. And with that overpricing, like, seriously? Because it has a Blu-ray player? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess with anything new technology, they have to rip everyone a new asshole. But another big issue with this situation is, not only that, now you have to have Kinect on all the time. And I have Kinect, but I like having the option to unplug it if I don't want to be seen. Like, I'm sorry if I'm the only one who feels that there's someone that can watch that camera at any given time they want to. You know, I'm sure that there's somewhere that we've agreed somewhere along the lines, not reading the agreement and just saying, I agree. Because most gamers are too lazy to read the agreement. I am one of them. Not gonna point any fingers. I'm that way. But I'm sure at some point we have given up that right to say, no, you can't do that. No, you can't listen to my conversations. No, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'm watching movies, and the movie might say something that the Kinect might pick up, and it decides, hey, they're talking to me. I'm like, what? And then it fucks up the whole damn movie because now Kinect has thought that I've told it to rewind, and it's just fucking everything up. So, moving on past the Kinect, onto the games. Now, these games, no one knows how much they're going to cost, but they shouldn't cost any more than the games now, because the games now are reusable and they're resellable. So if a game system was going to come out and they're saying this is a one-shot deal, or you can trade it to a friend within, as long as they're on your friends list for 30 days, and this is all hearsay, you know, this is just me venting because I'm so frustrated that I put so much money into Xbox and I've been so excited about the new system coming out that them leaking this little bit of information, which can also be considered hearsay, it gets on my nerves. And I know I can't be the only one out there this is going to piss off. The same thing with Rockstar. Like, why are they not releasing the new Grand Theft Auto for either one of the new consoles right away? Like, I understand that Rockstar's been working on this game for X amount of years, but if anything, just announce to the consumer, hey, you know what? We are going to launch it for the current consoles. However, we're moving forward, and we also have plans on putting out the new consoles coming out, and we've already got the ball rolling in that direction. There's been none of that. And Rockstar is known for not being very public with their information. However, give us something. One of the other big issues with this new console is going to be, it's all going to be linked through a cable box. So I'm not sure how that's going to be integrated, and if you have to have cable to use the system, or what the deal is with this. I think it's cool of how they're trying to do this, but shouldn't be using. I mean, I should have the option to turn those features all off, so I don't have to worry about it using any kind of performance that could be used towards a video game on deciding if I want to do picture-in-picture and browse the internet. Unless I have it selected that I want to do that. I don't know. I mean, I'm really big into a couple exclusives that are on Xbox. But if Xbox doesn't change anything as far as what's been leaked, and this is all true, I won't be buying another Xbox. And unfortunately, hopefully, and unfortunately at the same time, PlayStation will bring something better to the table, and I'll go back to PlayStation. But this video not this video, but so many people that I am really close friends with, not to mention colleagues with, all feel strongly in a lot of the things I've touched base on, which I'm no one to point any fingers. I didn't create it. I can't say, well, I could have made something better. But, I mean, screwing people out of their money isn't right either. I mean, I think that Macintosh, or Apple, has taken this business model and perfected it as far as fucking consumers. And what I mean by that is you have to pay for almost every fucking thing you do to the computer or any Apple product, unless you, quote, jailbreak or unlock it. Which, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to do that for something you just paid for to be able to do what you want to with it. Okay? I do understand that some people believe that they are virus-free and they're unable to get viruses. I'm sorry, but if it's a computer and it has an IP address, it can get a virus. It doesn't matter what kind of computer it is, who the hell made it. Doesn't matter. It just feels like, okay, so Apple came out with this idea with they're going to have everything, integrated with iTunes, which is fine. But, I've always been one, I like to do what I like to do. I don't want to be told what I can do with what I just bought. So, Windows is now forcing everyone, as they always have, to go to their new setup, which is fine. However, this new setup isn't very customizable in a sense where they're following, I'm going to call Apple the communist productional company as far as putting out hot items, but in my opinion they're communist items because you can't control anything with it. They sell you, they make bank off of you, and then tell you what you can and can't do with the item. And that's not right. That's like me saying, here you go, I'm going to sell you a Corvette or Viper, whatever you like. I'm going to sell you your favorite car, and I'm going to charge you double for that car. Or I'll charge you half the amount for that car. However, you can never go over 35 miles an hour. It just doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand why so many people are obsessed with having other people tell them what they can and can't do. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, getting back on track to where this video is supposed to be going towards is Microsoft, in my opinion, I feel that they are just going towards we're trying to be like Apple phase with the Windows phones now integrated with the new Windows 8. Now will be integrated with the new Xbox One. It's a big mess. And I mean, I don't see how they could stay afloat when they're really in competition with themselves at this point, if this is what's really going to happen. And I'm sorry that I had to bitch, but that's just how I feel about it, and I wanted to say something because I'm me. So, thanks for listening or watching the video with Absinthe. I appreciate it. Have a good day.